Hey everyone, what's going on? Kountryfried Outdoors again with another test lab coming your way. Had so much fun the last time that we did this, we wanted to do it again. Although this time we're taking a suggestion from one of our viewers and we're taking it back to 40 yards. So we've cut down to 3 arrows. We are going to be using the Carbon Express Maxima Red, the Badlands Edition. We're going to be using the Gold Tip Airstrike, and we're going to be using the Day 6 HD 250 spine with a 100 grain stainless steel insert in it. Same gel, same broadheads, 40 yards. Let's see how they do. Alright guys, so we're back here at 40 yards. Once again, we're going to be going through the lightest arrow, my medium weight arrow, and my heaviest arrow. All at 40 yards using that Montec M3 broadhead, and we'll be shooting it down range in the ballistic gel. I gotta say now, I am not a professional when it comes to remelting gel. Got a little cloudy on us. I had all kinds of issues. I think we got the process down a little bit more, so it's going to be a little bit cloudier than what it was for you guys. It's not going to affect the consistency of the test. You can still see, just not as bright. So what we're going to be doing today, instead of firing all 3 arrows while all 3 are still in the block, we're going to shoot them. We'll go down, tape it, pull it, shoot the next one, tape it, pull it, shoot the next one, tape it, pull it. Then we'll get the measurements. So in theory, since we're back here at 40 yards, in theory, the heavier arrows should start to exceed or start to show more of a penetration advantage now at the longer distances. If we keep going back, the lighter arrows, because of the less momentum, are going to start slowing down faster, and they're going to lose their penetration potential a lot quicker than what the heavier one is. So the heavier one is going to really start to show itself as the clear winner in this one, hoping. But that's why we test things out. We don't take theory for granted. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so up first, it's going to be the heaviest arrow I have, which is the Day 6 HD 250 spine, coming in right around 618 grains, coming out of the bow right around the 250 feet per second mark. Back at 40 yards to see how it does. Alright, so we just shot that one. Got a pretty good hit low. Hope it wasn't too low they got down out of the gel. But sounded good. We'll go up here and we'll tape it up, and then we'll get the next one rolling. So let's do the 530 grain, which is my middleweight, which is the Gold Tip Airstrike, and then we'll get the lightest arrow out and we'll compare. Stay tuned. Alright, so we just shot the middleweight arrow, about 530 grains, and we'll go up here, tape it off, and go from there. Alright, last but not least is going to be the lightest arrow. So we have to make a substitution. It's not the Badlands arrow they used last time, it's another Maxima Red. It equals about 418 grains, and it does shoot around 300 feet per second out of my bow. So we're not really changing a whole lot. I apologize, but a fletching flew off the other one for some unknown reason. So I had to make an audible. We'll get that one out here, get it shot down range, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so Last arrow flew down, get it in the gel block. We're gonna go down here, tape it off, check it out. Well, reverse that. Check it out, then tape it off, and then get the measurements in, and we'll call it a day. Let's see how this test went. All right, so we just got done firing all 3 arrows. We're going to run up here, grab the tape measure, get each one measured out. See if I can do a little bit better on my measurements this time. 16th, 8ths. Who's got time for that? Anyways, see if we can get the measurements down for you guys, and we'll see. We'll see. They're pretty close. They're still all relatively pretty close. So I am kind of interested to see how this is going to go, what the final results are going to be. All right, so here is the Maxima Red. It's the 418 grain arrow, and its penetration 11 1/8 inch. So we got 11 1/8 inch penetration from 40 yards with the 418 grain arrow. All right, up next is the Gold Tip Airstrike. This one is the 530 grain arrow, shot at 40 yards, and its penetration was about 11 7/8. 11 7/8. All right, so here is the heaviest arrow that I have, the 618 grain arrow, and it penetrated 12 1/16 of an inch. 12 1/16 of an inch. Okay, so that is going to conclude today's video. A big shout out to Eric, who in the comment section for our first video of heavy versus light arrow penetration suggested that we do this from the 40-yard mark, as this will probably be the maximum range that most tree stand hunters are going to face. We shot the lightest, we shot the middleweight, and we shot the heaviest arrow, and we recorded the results for you guys to see. My hypothesis did hold true in the fact that the heavier arrow did penetrate better than the lighter arrow. And at 40 yards, the results was a little bit more significant. It wasn't mind-blowing different, but it was significantly different. I think this test concludes a few things for us. Number one, heavier arrows are going to maintain their penetration potential at further distances compared to lighter arrows. We said that at the very beginning. That still holds true. We could take this clear back and keep on going further and further and further back, but we've already done 20 and 40 yards. We're starting to see the significant differences. I'm going to put it this way. If you want to shoot those lighter arrows, you're trying to get that speed, tune your bow out, run with a fixed blade. The big cut mechanical blades are going to meet more resistance inside of the gel than a smaller cut profile will. Theorizing that you're going to want as much momentum to push that arrow deeper into the animal, into your target, so therefore you may want to look at a heavier arrow. This is for you to decide on how you want to handle it. Trust me, I've been on both sides of the spectrum. I have harvested animals with a lighter arrow with the big 2-inch cut. I have harvested animals with the heavier arrow with the cut on contact. Do what you feel is best. All that we can ask that you do, you stay legal, you stay ethical, and you keep practicing and keep grinding. Don't forget to go hit your local 3D ranges, or travel somewhere inside of your state, or even travel outside of your state if you got the time to go see some of the bigger events. But help your local archery clubs out. It's kind of sad these days when you go to a shoot and there's only a few cars showing up. Help those clubs, help those organizations keep rolling. Show up those 3D shoots. You can't get better practice for season than you can on a 3D range of 30 targets and shooting at foam targets that represent the animals that we're going to be chasing here in the next couple months in the woods. With that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. We're having a lot of fun. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos. If you are, make sure you give us a thumbs up, or if you don't like them, you give the thumbs down. Either way, listen, it's a free country. You do what you want. Leave us a comment in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And also share with your friends if you think they're going to be interested in this type of research as well. Until the next one, Stay safe out there. God bless you guys. I'm out here trying to shoot a video, and I go to shoot the lightest arrow that I have, and this thing flies off some weird direction. So I go, I'm like, what the heck's going on? And lo and behold, the fletching came off. Who would have thunk? Oh well, substitute.